In the early hours of this morning, the Israeli military conducted its biggest ground incursion into Gaza since this war began. Tanks and infantry soldiers went through the barrier fence in what Israel says was an operation to prepare the battlefield. They took out Hamas anti-tank positions and other infrastructure and then left. Sky News has geolocated the exact point where they entered along the northern section of the barrier.
The manoeuvre is only one stage in a long-term process that includes security, political and social aspects that will take years to complete. The campaign will soon ramp up with greater force.
By day, the Israeli bombing campaign continued. There have been more than 250 airstrikes in the last 24 hours. On the ground in Gaza, things are getting to breaking point. The UN says it desperately needs fuel to power its hospitals and water desalination plants. The Palestinian Health Ministry says that more than 7,000 Gazans have now died in the last 20 days. The Israeli bombing campaign has been the most intense of any country this century. Sawada Abu Uda's apartment was hit by an airstrike today. She lived there with her children and grandchildren. They're now homeless, and she has no idea why they were targeted.
They bombarded the building. Look at the bedroom where the children sleep. We didn't have any water from the day when the war started on the 7th of October. There is no running water. Check the cans. It's only a black slime coming out of the tap. We are all being penalised. We are civilians and did nothing wrong.
The United Nations held another emergency session in New York today, and both Israeli and Palestinian representatives addressed the chamber.
Should Hamas put down their arms, return our hostages and turn themselves in, this war will end without one more shot being fired.
Stop the bombs and save lives, as the President of the General Assembly has indicated. All lives, lives of children, of civilians, of 2.3 million civilians.
There is a lot of international pressure on both sides to call a pause to the fighting. This would create a window to get more aid into Gaza, and it could be an opportunity for Hamas to release civilian hostages. If that happened, it would only be a temporary ceasefire, though. Israel hasn't achieved its objectives yet. Alistair Buntle, Sky News in Israel.